This particular nurse is a very sincere, quiet, dedicated, hardworking, selfless, who always had put the patients before anything else. She had joined service in around 2012. She was working in Mairang Civil Hospital, and then she was transferred to Ganesh Das Hospital in the year 2015. She had joined, and in the course of COVID last year, she was very active. She was put in the COVID ward, and in the month of December, when she had informed that she was carrying, she was taken out of the COVID ward and was put on duty in the general duty wing of the hospital, and she was in the female medical surgical ward. Now, we have got the number of nurses who had applied leave and were granted leave from December 2020 to May 2021. In 2020 December, there were 20, and 20 who had applied were granted leave. January 2021, 7, and 7 were granted leave. February 2021, 14, and 14 were granted leave. March 2021, 15, 15 were granted leave. April 2021, 12, and 12 were granted leave. And in May 2021, 17 had applied and 17 were allowed to go on leave. Now, these type of leaves, different are earned leave on medical ground, earned leave as leave earned, maternity leave, study leave, commuted leave, privilege leave, and other leaves due to medical conditions. So the total number of nurses who were granted leave altogether from December 2020 till May 2021 is 85. The particular nurse who had expired, and once again we express our heartfelt condolences to the family, was attending duties, and she did her last night duty on the 18th, 19th, and 20th May 2021. When she had completed her duty on 21st May morning, she left, and as she had done night duty, she was allowed night off and was supposed to join on 23rd May 2021. However, on 23rd May morning, she had informed the sister in charge of the ward that she was not feeling well in the morning, and later subsequently in the evening of 23rd May 2021, she was admitted in the hospital, and she was done RAT test. RAT was done, and the report was negative. However, the symptoms that she was presenting with was on the side of COVID-19 infection. RT-PCR also was done, and she was found to be positive. I will not go into the details of the disease proper, but treatment was provided accordingly in the hospital, but unfortunately and sadly, she passed away on 30th May 2021 at about 4:56 p.m. On this count, I think in the last session that we met, I have expressed and I have stated that in the ward where this particular nurse was working, there is no one who came out to be positive, neither the patients nor the attendants nor the people working in that ward. So in that time, at that point of time, I said that maybe she had mingled anyway, maybe in the marketplace or anyway, and maybe she got that infection from the hospital outside to her home. There is no complaint as such from the family with regard to the leave application. Sister did not apply leave in writing to the authorities of Ganesh Das, who are supposed to process that leave. Perhaps seeing the condition of the other colleagues, seeing the condition in the hospital where there was a demand for manpower, she continued with her duty, and perhaps must have also conveyed verbally, but that has not been substantiated by any of the supervisors in the Ganesh Das hospital, that she would like to take leave, maybe she was not feeling well. That has been told to us by the family members, and they have said that this is not a complaint, it is nothing, but we feel bad and we feel sad that so many things have come out in the media, where we have already told only one friend that this was the situation, and it came out in the social media. That added more to the anguish. Kepenso si pelat kadu kata-kata yaki ba kani kajingja kami ya social media kadang pin one show ya kani kajing khiah mensim, but kajing kerpat da kaliang kajongi na po health kalong ba namar kamdan kum kata ke ba jingkeno ba napo hospital kileben, that the hospital authorities, especially the matron, was cold-hearted. She never listened. That is completely wrong. And I want to say here, ki nongtrei ki jongi hapo ki hostel bafair menta ki latrei nadu mchasnam hadu menta. They are working now whole year, now nearly 1.5 years. They are exhausted, and if people who don't know the facts well start blabbering something which is untrue and make it sound as if that it is true, that is the unkindest cut of all for the health workers. But niong ni gani namar teng kajingya batay da ki brio ki bamtip ki pyrshah ban batay ya ki badai hapo kajing peniat jong ki hospital. They try to intimidate also the head of the institutions, trying to show them in poor light. This is unwanted and unwarranted. If our health workers now, right from the doctors down the line, if this continues and they throw up their arms in disgust and kipeni ya kajing bangsa tenat, but ya kajing no man sim kani kanang wanra shushu yaki ki jingbam sultanat hadin abun. These type of allegations where leave was denied, where the matron was cold-hearted, had no sympathy, you have to understand that the authority of the hospital, the matron look after the nurses. They are their mother in the hospital, and you have to allow her to function as a matron. She is not to function there as some goody mother or auntie. She is to run the hospital, and you have seen how difficult it is to run the hospital, like Ganesh Das. Too much mud has been thrown at Ganesh Das, and people, on the pretext of one social post, have labeled the hospital, in fact have plastered the hospital with mud. Kani kadi kam jabo, but what one ra ya kam jabo ha ki jing sumar ki jungi ha ki jaka jing sumar ladang bakla ngin ong ni bakla ladang di ban shim action ini no ngin shim action ladang di ban pichtam ngin pichtam nongtrei ladak yuhara kini ki jing pharap ki bashutha ki pharap bhai jing pharap ki beri nasurak hasurak kan mon ra ya jing bha kan ra ya jing sosi kidai gini ki beriu hakaleng ki hospital but private but government kiban ai ka jing sumar ka kum gani kapor ka jing mansa